It's our first edition of Shiftwork, brought to you by Russell Steaks, Chops, and More. And here we are at this beautiful building today. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Clay. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So, we want to kind of highlight businesses and people who are starting off businesses in Western New York. And I had a chance to read your book. And what I loved about it was you used to say, someday I'm going to own a big restaurant. And how do you go from someday I'm going to all this?
Clay, it's easy. If you love what you do, it's very easy. 70 years in the business, and I never worked less than 100 hours a week.
Amazing.
I love every minute of it.
You know, you said in the book about KP, Kitchen Patrol, and the service. It's for some people that's like, oh no, don't put me on KP. You loved it.
We would goof off on purpose so we could end up on KP. I learned it from my dad. I started cooking, peeling potatoes when I was 8, 10 years old, you know. So when I went into the kitchen KP, I was a show-off with the lieutenants, the captains. I would cook them. Jim brought us the potatoes and eggs, making breakfast in the morning. And before I know it, they promoted me to a corporal. You know, the dumbest guy in the Army, for God's sake. You know, didn't know which end of the gun shot, for God's sake. You know?
That's great. So, you could do this anywhere. Your standards, the quality that you put out there, the way you treat people. Why Western New York?
Well, you like to do it at Western New York. It's a little bit of an eagle. When I came out here, it's difficult. People don't want to see you make it. Mm-hmm. And I did not do well. I opened up an Italian restaurant without no pizza or pasta or nothing. That was the stupidest thing to call it Russell's Italian, Salvatore's Italian Gardens. I suffered for about 10 months and I was ready to go under. This is a true story. And anyways, Al Maroney, that old Maroney Ford, said, Russ, you're too nice of a guy. Stay at the door, you'll do it. So what I did, it was around Christmas time, I bought 100 cases of wine. I made a couple hundred, maybe more, gift certificates, dinner for two. I went to every cab driver, every gas station, every hotel, to your people, tell them thank you for supporting my restaurant. And we started getting busier and busier and busier. People follow people. Mm-hmm. And before I know it, I had enough money to put my first edition on a banquet room. That was my start.
Western New York's been good to you, so you're good to Western New York. For someone who's considering starting a small business, what's the best advice you can give them?
Get an education. That is so important, education. And number two, if you're going to go in business, don't go into this business. Get a Monday to Friday job off, Saturdays, Sundays. Do things with your son, play baseball with them, go to football games with them. It is so important spending time home with your family. And the most thing I enjoy doing the most, if I can close this way, I make a lot of money and I will give every penny that I make to Buffalo, New York before I die to charity. And I have done it on almost every single hospital in the city of Buffalo. I've given them new TVs. And it happened by I broke my knee. And I went to ECMC, you follow me? And the first thing when I turned the TV on, it was a size of 8 by 8. And they says it's $8 to turn the TV on. And I says, when I get out of here, I'll make sure that I get every hospital will never charge for TV for a person that's sick again. And I did it.
You did?
I did it, I swear to God. I want to go away as one of the finest philanthropists ever in Western New York. You know, in 3 years, I gave $10 million back to charity. Every penny I make, I give back. And I will continue to die broke for the people that have made me.
Well, Russell, thank you so much. You've certainly taught me a lot, and I think a lot of the business owners are going to learn a lot from just a short amount of time with you. I really appreciate that.
I want to congratulate you. I feel very honored that you've chosen us first, and I hope we helped you a little bit getting it started.
Absolutely. And really, we're going to be helping businesses, so thank you.
Okay, Clay, if you need me again, I'm here, babe.
Very cool.
All right, thank you so
very
much.
Look for more Shiftwork right here at WYRK.com, brought to you by Russell Steaks, Chops, and More.